Hello, dear followers. Welcome to my father's orchard. Yes, this is an orchard, a garden where you can see a lot of different trees where people grow fruit. So, a fruit garden would be an orchard. And today I'm going to take you around in my father's orchard and I'm going to introduce you to the various fruit that grow in this orchard. So, let's start. So the first fruit that I'm going to talk about is a walnut. So this is a walnut tree and here are the fruit. Walnut. Here we have a small tangerine tree. However, there are no fruit at the moment. Tangerine. Here we have some nectarines. Some very beautiful, but they're not quite ripe yet. Nectarine. And just over here, just very close by, we have some apricot trees. So here we have some apricot. Actually, it's the same tree. And we have two fruit on the same tree. Let's walk under our walnut tree to go to our next one. And here we go. We have a peach tree. So the peach look like this. They're also quite small and quite hard. Not ripe yet. Peach. I don't even have to talk about olives. There are everywhere olive trees, and here is a small sample, some very small olives on the tree. There are many different types of grapes here in this orchard, and at the wall here my father has a grape tree as well. Again, these fruit are not ready to eat yet. They are not ripe. All right, moving on to our next tree, which is a fig tree. As you can see over here, we have some very small, tiny little figs, and one day they will grow up, they will grow to become very tasty. Fig. This is a fig tree. Our next fruit is very interesting. I actually have to check the name because I don't really know this fruit. It looks like blueberry, but it's not. It's called Myrtle. So, and the fruit are still very small, very tiny, and they smell delicious, really. They smell very nice. Let's take a look at the same fruit again, this time with a flower. There's even a flower here. Myrtle tree, or for some people, it's very similar to blueberries. One of the most common trees, apple tree. They're still very small, very tiny, very small, and not ready to be eaten. An apple tree, lots of them are already on the ground. As you can see, they're falling off. I guess it's because of the type of tree. So, whatever. Again, a very interesting one. The name of this tree is Persimmon. All right, the fruit are still very small. When they grow up, they become yellow. They become the size of oranges, and they are yellow. But the texture in your mouth is very different, so some people don't like them. Persimmon. Persimmon. That's the name of this fruit. Let's show them one more time. Tiny, small persimmons. One of the most beautiful looking tree is the Pom Grenade tree. Lots and lots of flowers. One day they will grow up to become the size of big oranges. They're still very small in the stage of flowers. Pom Grenade. Pom Grenade is the name of this fruit. Oh, there we have one example. We see one tiny sample of a Pom Grenade. Here it is. A Pom Grenade fruit. I hope it's visible. Pomegranates. Well, you know the song. Now you see the tree and its fruit. Here is a lemon tree. A lemon tree. Let me get a good angle on some very nice and beautiful lemons. They're actually quite big, but I don't know what happened. They have some problems with the color. There is something wrong with them. Maybe they're not very healthy. So here we have lemons. So now the fruit of the moment is a loquat. This is, again, it's mentioned as a tropical fruit. I have seen it in China as well. They're very tasty. They're ready to eat right now. You just pick them like this, and there are usually like 2 pits inside. It's quite good, delicious. Loquat is the name. What do you like to drink in the morning? Orange juice? Well, here we have some oranges. Here we have some oranges in this orchard. They're almost ready, I would say. They're almost ready to squeeze and drink the juice. Oranges. Let's go to everybody's favorite, the cherry tree. Here are some cherries ready to be picked. Some of them are still not ready, but some others are already good to eat. Cherries. Next up we have grapefruit. Unfortunately, the fruit itself is very tiny right now. As you can see, they will grow up to be very big. Grapefruits. They're very small at the moment. Grapefruit. One of the most interesting fruit, I'm sure many of you haven't seen this before or have ever heard of it. This is a prickly pear. It grows in the Mediterranean region. Let me find one good. This is in the flower stage. When they are ready to eat, it is very dangerous to handle them with your fingers because they have some spikes over here. So don't touch them. Use gloves. And oh, they are delicious. They are really very delicious, and they are very good for your body. Prickly pear. Prickly pear. Moving from a prickly pear, we come to actual pears. Was it this tree or the other tree? Let me see. I guess it was this tree, but I can't find any fruit yet. I know that this is, oh no, this is not. This is the wrong tree. That is an apricot, and let's move on to the pear tree. I guess this must be the pear tree, but there are no fruit on the tree at the moment, unfortunately. Pears. They also have pears over here. Again, an interesting fruit which is in its baby stages. It's called quince, and they make marmalades or jams from this fruit. They become quite big, like an orange, and they are yellow in color and quite hard to eat. Very nice tree. The final tree in our list is the jujube tree. Again, the fruit are tiny, tiny, tiny fruit, very small. It's very difficult to see in the camera. Yes, there it is. They're very small. It's a jujube tree, and when they grow, oh, they are very delicious as well. Thank you all. These are all the fruit in my father's orchard. I hope to see you again in another video. Bye bye.